Okay.
Once again, I kindly request all the graduates to gather inside the venue. The guests will be arriving shortly. Also, the academic procession of this 31st convocation will begin shortly. I request all the graduates to gather inside the venue and take their respective allotted seats. I also request them to keep on their graduation gown throughout the event. Once again, I request the graduates who I can see behind the venue and on the sides, I request all of them to gather inside the venue. The event will commence shortly. The guests have arrived. They will be arriving to the stage shortly. I kindly request all the graduates to gather inside the venue and take their respective allotted seats.
Jay.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I take immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the 31st Convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. Today, of course, is a proud day for our university as the 31st batch of students receive their degrees to serve the nation. This is a much-awaited day in every student's life as it returns to the efforts put in by them throughout their academic endeavors. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments in the field of education. The academic procession of the 31st Convocation will begin shortly and will mark the beginning of this event, before which I would kindly request all the graduates to gather within the venue. I request all of them to avoid standing outside the premises of the venue. I can see some of them on the back and on the sidelines. I request all the graduates to kindly move inside the venue and take their respective allotted seats. I request the gold medalists to take their respective seats behind the PhD scholars. Kindly keep on the convocation robe throughout the event. All the graduates are requested to keep on their graduation robe throughout the event. The chief guests and the dignitaries of the event will arrive to the stage shortly, as well as the beginning of the academic procession. But before that, I'd request all the graduates to gather within the venue. The staff will guide you to your respective allotted seats. I kindly request all the graduates to gather inside the venue and not stand outside the premises of this venue. I also request all the graduates to keep on their convocation robe throughout the event and avoid any commute during the event. Thank you. Once again, I kindly request all the new graduates that are outside the venue to gather inside and avoid standing outside the premises of this venue. I can see several new graduates inside the venue. I request all of them to kindly take their allotted seats. I request the staff members to guide the new graduates towards their respective seats. The event will begin shortly, before which I'd like to request all the new graduates to gather inside the venue and avoid any sort of commute throughout the event. I also request all the graduates to keep on their convocation robe throughout the duration of this event. I also request the gold medalists to kindly take their allotted seats behind the PhD scholars. Once again, I request all the gold medalists especially to take their allotted seats behind the PhD scholars. I request the staff members to guide them to their seats.
Check.
I can see several yellow robes in the center, and I request all of these new graduates to kindly take their allotted seats. The commencement of the event will happen shortly. The chief guest and all the other dignitaries will be arriving to the stage, before which I request all the new graduates to gather within the venue and kindly take their respective allotted seats. A very good morning to one and all present here. I take pleasure in welcoming you all to the 31st Convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. Today is a proud day for our university, as the 31st batch of students will receive their degrees to serve the nation. This is a much awaited event in every student's life, as it returns to the efforts given by them throughout their academic endeavors. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments in the field of education. The academic procession of the 31st Convocation will commence shortly, as well as the arrival of the chief guest and the dignitaries, before which I'd like to request all the new graduates to gather within the venue. Those that I can see behind the premises and on the sidelines as well in the center, I request all of them to kindly gather inside the venue and take their respected allotted seats. I request all the new graduates to maintain the decorum of this event by swiftly taking their respective allotted seats within the venue. I also request them not to commute during the course of this event. And finally, I request all the new graduates to wear and keep on their convocation robe throughout this event. The convocation ceremony can only commence once all the new graduates have settled down in their seats. So I once again request all the new graduates to kindly enter the venue and take their respective allotted seats.
We can keep like this, then only they'll understand.
31st Convocation ceremony will commence shortly, but for its commencement, it requires that all the new graduates settle down within the venue. So I request all of them to gather inside the venue and kindly take their respective allotted seats. I once again kindly request all the new graduates, I can see several of them within the venue but in the center, as well as those who are in the premises behind the venue. I request all the graduates to kindly enter the venue and take their respective allotted seats swiftly. The 31st Convocation academic procession will commence shortly. The chief guests and the dignitaries will arrive to the stage in a moment. But before that, I would request all the new graduates who I can see standing within the venue as well as outside the venue to gather inside and take their respective allotted seats. I request the staff members to guide all the new graduates towards their respective allotted seats. I also especially request the gold medalists to assemble within the venue and take their respective allotted seats behind the PhD scholars. I once again kindly request all the graduates to gather inside the venue and avoid standing behind or outside its premises. I can see a swarm of graduates behind the premises as well as inside in the center. I request all of them to kindly take their respective allotted seats. Especially the gold medalists, I request all the gold medalists to gather within the venue and take their respective allotted seats behind the PhD scholars. The event will commence shortly, for which I would request all the graduates to settle down swiftly. I request all the new graduates to enter the venue and take their respective allotted seats. I finally request all the new graduates to keep on their convocation rope throughout the event and avoid any sort of commute during the event to maintain the decorum. Thank you. The 31st Convocation academic procession will begin shortly. I request all the new graduates to take their respective allotted seats after entering the venue. I request them to avoid standing behind the premises or even in the center of the premises. I also request the gold medalists to quickly take their seats, allotted seats behind the PhD scholars. Once again, a very good morning to one and all present here. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 31st Convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. As you know, today is a proud day for our university as the 31st batch of students receive their degrees to serve the nation. This is a much-awaited event in every student's life as it returns for their efforts put by them throughout their academic endeavors. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments in the field of education. The academic procession will arrive shortly. The chief guests and the guests and dignitaries will be arriving to the stage shortly, but I request all the new graduates to swiftly take their allotted seats within the venue. The academic procession has begun and will arrive to the venue shortly, so I request all the new graduates that I can see in the center of the venue as well as outside to swiftly take their respective allotted seats. The chief guests and the dignitaries are on their way to the stage for the commencement of this event. I request all the new graduates to swiftly take their allotted seats within the venue. The event can only commence once all of the new graduates have settled down. So I kindly request all the new graduates to enter the venue and swiftly take their respective allotted seats. I request the staff members to guide all the students towards their seats. Once again, a humble request. I can see a swarm of new graduates at the end of the venue and outside behind the venue. I request all of them to swiftly take their allotted seats within the venue. I also request the gathering to maintain the decorum of the event. And finally, request the new graduates to wear and keep on their convocation robe throughout the duration of this event. Once again, I kindly request all the new graduates to gather within the venue and take their respective allotted seats swiftly. I request all the new graduates to gather within the venue and take their respective allotted seats swiftly. I also request them to wear and keep on their convocation robe throughout the duration of this event. Graduates are not allowed to leave the venue until the event gets over and are requested to remain in their seats during the event. The gathering is also requested to keep their mobile phones on silent mode. in order to maintain the decorum of this event. Once again, all the new graduates are requested to gather within the venue as we will be commencing with the event shortly. A very good morning to one and all present here. I take immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the 31st Convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. Today is a proud day for our university as the 31st batch of students receive their degrees to serve the nation. This is a much awaited event in every student's life as it returns to the efforts put in by them for their academic endeavors. The academic procession of the 31st Convocation has begun. I request all the new graduates to take their seats swiftly. The chief guests and the dignitaries are arriving towards the venue. I repeat, the academic procession of the 31st Convocation has begun. So I request all the new graduates to enter the venue and take their seats swiftly. The academic procession of the 31st Convocation has begun and is arriving towards the venue. May I now request all of you to please stand as the academic procession of the 31st Convocation arrives. I kindly request the gathering to please stand as the academic procession of the 31st Convocation arrives. The procession is led by our university band, and the Guard of Honor is being delivered by the NCC cadets of our institution. The academic procession of the 31st Convocation has arrived. The procession is being led by our university band, and the Guard of Honor is being delivered by the NCC cadets of our institution. I take immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the 31st Convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. Today is a very proud day for our university as the 31st batch of students receive their degrees to serve the nation. I would now like to invite the dignitaries onto the dais. I take immense pleasure in welcoming our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Maria Zina Johnson, President Dr. Mary Johnson, Vice President Mr. J. Arul Selvan, Vice President Ms. Maria Catherine Jayapriya, Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Scientific Advisor to Raksha Mantri, Former Secretary, Department of Defense R&D, and Chairman DRDO, Ministry of Defense, Government of India. Recipients of honorary doctorates, Dr. V. Balaguru, Outstanding Scientist, Associate Director, MBT and TOT, and Project Director, Light Tank, Combat Vehicles Research and Development Establishment, DRDO. Mr. Yuvan Shankaraja, prolific music composer, Indian film industry. Vice Chancellor Dr. T. Sathyabama, Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. E. Logan Shanmugam, Registrar Dr. S. S. Rao, Controller of Examinations Dr. Igni Sabasti Prabhu, Director Research Dr. B. Sheila Rani, Director of Administration Dr. G. Sundri, guests of the day, proud parents, deans, heads of the departments, faculty members, our media partners, and of course my dear new graduates for this 31st convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, deemed to be university. I now request the gathering to stay risen for the Tamil Thai Vaarthu.
சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிது தெக்கனமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனர் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனலும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
I request the gathering to kindly be seated. We mark the beginning of this event with the blessings of our founder Chancellor, Colonel Dr. J.P.R. Sir, and the arrival of the academic procession. I now request Dr. S. S. Rao, Registrar, to deliver the welcome address.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, I deemed it is a great privilege and honor to give the welcome address on this day, the 3rd September 2022, on the occasion of 31st Convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. With the blessings of our founder Chancellor, Colonel Dr. J.P.R. Sir, and the prayers of Remi Bhai J.P.R. Amma. First, for this 31st convocation, I would like to welcome our Chancellor Madam, Dr. Maria Gina Johnson. As you all know, our Chancellor Madam has won more than 100 awards, and she is giving the free education to more than 1,000 students at present in the campus. And she has been awarded by the Game Changers of Tomorrow by Femina, the Leading Women Entrepreneurs by Forbes, and whatnot. She is a backbone of this institution who has been leading this institution from the forefront. Thank you very much, ma'am, for accepting our invitation, being present here to preside over this function. Now our President, sir, Dr. Mary Johnson, sir, a synonym for dedication, determination, and discipline. A pious personality, a simple and humble and very smiling personality. Sir, your hard work is making this institution to be one among the top 50 institutions in the country consecutively for 8 years by NIRF ranking. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation and being with us. The chief guest of the day, Dr. Satish Reddy, sir, is a distinguished scientist and the scientific advisor to Raksha Mantri, the defense minister. We are really fortunate to have you with us today, sir. Sir has served as Secretary, Department of Defense, Research and Development, and Chairman of DRDO. Sir is a Chairman of Governing Body of Aeronautical Development Agency. Sir has spearheaded the development of missile systems like BMD, NAG, QRSM, Rudram. India's maiden successful test of Agni satellite, anti-satellite mission Shakti was successfully executed under SAR's guidance. Under his guidance, nearly 50 technologies have combating. COVID has been developed and about 75 products have been transferred to 100 countries because all of us are sitting indoors, but whereas SAR is tirelessly working in developing various products, not only to India, but also the total world. And SAR has developed many navigation technologies and systems which form the core of defense assets have been designed and developed by him. Sir, really, Sathyabama is fortunate to have you on this day, sir. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation. Thank you very much, sir. A big round of applause for Dr. Satish Reddy, sir. Our honorary doctor recipients, Dr. V. Balaguru, sir. He is an outstanding scientist, project director Arjun at DRDO. Sir is instrumental in designing and integrating improved chassis, a turret mechanism system by Arjun MBT tank. Sir has immensely contributed in designing of 5 major and 25 minor improved subsystems for Arjun MBK. Sir is expertise in instrument in designing the improved chassis turret systems. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our request and accepting the honoris causa. A big round of applause for Dr. V. Balaguru, sir. Another honorary degree recipient, Thiru Yuvan Shankar Raja. Yes, it is as audible as his music, who has started his career as a music director at the age of 16. And he has composed more than 100 films and has got nearly 25 years of experience in this Indian film industry. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation to be here to receive the honorary causa. At this juncture, I welcome Dr. Aishri Ganeshan, sir, Chancellor of Wales Institute of Science and Technology Advanced Research, for being in this function. Thank you very much, sir. And I welcome Chancellor Madam of Wales University also. Madam, welcome you, ma'am. And I welcome our Vice President, sir, Mr. Arul Selvan, sir, Vice President, Madam, Ms. Maria Catherine Jaipriya, Madam, Vice Chancellor, Madam, Pro Vice Chancellor, Directors, Controller of Examinations, Deans, faculty members, PhD degree recipients, new graduates, press, media, family and friends of the honorary doctor recipients, and also the new graduates. I welcome you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for that warm welcome. May I now request Dr. T. Sathyabama to present the convocation report.
A very good morning to one and all present here. I deemed it a great privilege and honor to welcome everyone to the 31st Convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. I extend a very warm welcome to our distinguished chief guest, the recipients of honoris causa, our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Mary Jana Johnson, our President, Dr. Mary Johnson, Madam Dr. Demibai JPR, Vice Presidents, Pro Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Directors, Controller of Examination, Deans, Heads of all the departments, faculty members, members of our Board of Management and Academic Council, our Director CVRDE, Dr. Balamurugan sir, scientists and officials from DRDO, our beloved guests, media reporters, parents, gold medalists, and my dear graduates. We are very happy and honored to have Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Scientific Advisor to Raksha Mantri, as the chief guest for the 31st Convocation ceremony. It is a great honor to have you today, sir. I feel greatly honored to inform that honoris causa will be conferred upon Dr. V. Balaguru, Outstanding Scientist, Associate Director, MBT and TOT, and Project Director Light Tank, CVRD, DRDO, and Thiru Yuvan Shankar Raja, the famous music composer in Indian film industry, for their outstanding contributions in their respective fields. On behalf of Sathyabama, I thank them for accepting the honor and congratulate them for the same. On this 31st convocation of Sathyabama, a total of 2,667 graduates will be conferred with a degree. Out of that, 2,258 are undergraduate degrees, 409 postgraduate degrees, and 153 PhD awardees. I am happy to present before you a brief report about the progress of our institution for the year 2021-22. In its pursuit of excellence, Sathyabama has made tremendous progress in terms of academics, research and innovation, internationalization, employability and outreach. With the blessings of our founder chancellor, Colonel Dr. JPR, and the guidance of Madam Dr. Remibai JPR, and the leadership of our chancellor, Dr. Marijana Johnson, and President Dr. Mary Johnson, the institution has emerged as a leading university and achieved excellence in the higher education and is growing as a benchmark institution in the country, meeting international standards. Towards accreditation, rankings, recognition, honors. Having occurred accreditation from National Assessment and Accreditation Council for the institution and for National Board of Accreditation for the engineering programs, the institution is getting prepared with the necessary data and reports for the next cycle of accreditation. The ABET, international accreditation, is in progress for the programs BE CSE, BE EEE, and BTech Biotech. Being a pioneer institution in the field of engineering, technology, science, arts, dental sciences, pharmacy, law, management, architecture, and nursing, Sathyabama has received very high visibility and has been recognized as an institution with excelling academic and research standards. The consistent effort of the management, faculty, and students have helped the achievement of the institution, being ranked down among the top 50 institutions in the country in NIRF for the 7th consecutive year. This year, National Institutional Ranking Framework, Government of India has ranked 43rd position to Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. Sathyabama is also ranked in Band Excellent for Innovation in Atal Ranking of Institutions and Innovation Achievements. QS World Rankings 2023 has ranked Sathyabama and is one of the 41 institutions from India ranked by QS World Rankings. QS Stars has awarded 5-star rating to Sathyabama for its excellence in teaching, employability, internationalization, academic development, facilities, inclusiveness, social responsibility, and environmental impact. The institution has also been ranked by Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2022. Recognizing the contribution of Sathyabama towards Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations Agenda 2030, Times Higher Education has ranked Sathyabama in its good position in its impact rankings. Sathyabama has bagged good rankings for the initiatives taken in meeting 7 Sustainable Development Goals, including no poverty, good health and well-being, reduced inequalities, climate actions, life below water, life on land, and partnership for goals. Adding further to the cap, for SDG 14, life below water, Sathyabama is ranked 87th position at world level and 1st position at national level. We are participating in VWAB, E-Vidya Bharati and E-Arokya Bharati program, an initiative of Ministry of External Affairs for offering online degree programs to the students from African countries, which is totally funded by Government of India. The institution is a member of EDSEL this year, which provides a platform to recruit students from various developing countries to pursue their degree educations in Sathyabama, which is totally funded by Government of India. Sathyabama is offering 5 online programs for MBA, MA English, BCom, MSc Mathematics, and BBA. This year, we have applied for distance learning programs also. Continuing to address the global challenges with respect to social, economic, and environmental issues, institution is involved in breakthrough research and innovation in the thrust areas of science and technology. More publications are made in high-impact Scopus and Web of Science index journals. Sathyabama has more than 12,000 research publications indexed in Scopus with a H-index of 81 and around 6,000 publications in Web of Science with a H-index of 71. Total number of publications in the current year is 2,200 with the highest impact factor of 13.4, and School of Pharmacy earns the credit of making a highest impact factor this year. More than 300 joint publications have been made as an outcome of joint research with international organizations and universities. Many faculty members have written books, monographs, book chapters on various specialized subjects. Sathyabama is highly active in applied research with more than 300 patents filed, over 100 patents published, and 125 patents, including 10 German patents, were granted. 25 patents have been successfully converted into products this year. Our faculty members are involved in various sponsored research projects by agencies like MOE, DST, DBT, DRDO, MOES, MOEF and CC, ISRO, ICMR, UGC and AICTE. 59 new sponsored research projects including Science and Technology Innovation Hub and Agri Innovation Hub worth 15 crores were sanctioned this year. Towards infrastructure and facilities newly established. To provide avenues in the new research areas and learning arena for academic advancements, we continue to develop infrastructure facilities. Sathyabama Center for Academic Advanced Studies is a state-of-the-art facility with a total built-up space of 240,000 square feet is established now. The center houses artificial intelligence laboratory with a supercomputing facility, drone and robotics experiment area with robotic workstations, swan drones, quadruped robot, humanoid robot and autonomous rovers. Advanced characterization facility with the HR STEM, FESEM, XRD and Metaverse studio with the AR/VR kits, makerspace with the 3D printers, media center with the state-of-the-art studio and a facility for Center for Innovation and Technology Transfer which will facilitate student and faculty startups. An InnoSpace lab serves as a one-stop place for all idea to prototype needs of students and startup has been established at Sathyabama Technology Business Incubator. Center for Ocean Research established an ocean field research facility, spans around 10,000 square feet, which was inaugurated by Honorable Secretary, Minister of Earth Science on 11th March 2022. The institution has taken initiative focusing on contributing towards renewable energy sector. A 1-ton capacity of food waste-based biogas plant has been commissioned recently. A 50 kilowatt solar panel has been installed, thus taking steps towards green energy. Spanning from research, meeting the clean energy requirements, institution also focus on infrastructure facilities promoting sports and cultural activities. The recently established open-air theatre is in full use and is supporting the departments in conducting culturals and theatre shows. Sathyabama Indoor Stadium was inaugurated on 11th June 2022 in the remembrance of our founder Chancellor's birthday to emphasize the importance of sports and games for the healthy and well-being of students and faculty of the institution. An automatic weather station for measurement of surface meteorological and hydrological parameters has been installed and operational since 2021. Innovation ecosystem. Sathyabama has a strong innovation ecosystem that has facilitated several startups. Several startup summits and pitch decks were conducted to attract funds from angel investors and venture capitalists. To encourage students and faculties towards entrepreneurship, institution has provided seed funding to a tune of 50 lakhs this year to develop products, and as an outcome, 22 products are now ready for commercialization. Sathyabama TBI supports startups across the country working in the areas of blue economy and sustainability. The TBI, in association with the DST TIFAC, has been identified as a TIFAC TAP Center for academic partnership and technology intervention. Sathyabama TBI has supported 26 student innovation in 3 successive editions of startup summits organized this year. Towards partnership and collaborative activities, Sathyabama has established partnership with the 200 plus international universities and 50 plus international industrial organizations for academic and research collaboration. During the academic year 21-22, 27 new MOUs were signed with international universities and 21 MOUs with industries. Towards the major events, we conducted national level 2-day workshop on quality assessment and accreditation HEIs supported by NAC, and we DST NCSTC funded COVID-19 awareness video in 23 Indian languages were produced under YASH program. We organized exhibition on science and technology for the school children supported by DST NCSTC Government of India. Our institution was recognized as a nodal center to organize regional meet for Institution Innovation Cell on 21st July 2022 and a 5th edition of Smart India Hackathon on 25 and 26th August 2022, which was supported by AICTE and Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, Government of India. Towards outreach, social outreach and community engagement development activities are creating an impact in the society and is a regular agenda in our institution. 2 major projects, namely Agri Innovation Hub for holistic development of scheduled tribe population in Anaikattu block of Javadi Hills, Vellore district, Tamil Nadu, and Science and Technology Innovation Hub in Kattumanar Koil, CD block, Kadalur district, Tamil Nadu, for the SC community are the North-North initiatives for the enhancement of livelihood of SC/ST community. Towards faculty appreciation and recognition. A world record was created by the faculties of School of Computing for having conducted highest number of events during this pandemic. Department of Mechanical Engineering receives a real-scale industrial version of shell and tube heat exchanger to the Thermal Engineering Lab from Miss Precision Equipments as an alumni engagement activity for the benefit of students for the real-time study. 2 scientists from Center for Climate Change Studies, 1 scientist from Center for Nanoscience and Nanotechnology, and 1 faculty from Department of Physics have been selected for receiving the prestigious Indian National Science Academy Visiting Award. We are proud to have amongst us 5 scientists who are recognized as the top 2 influential scientists by Stanford University. Our scientists and faculties have received fellowship like European Research Council Fellowship, JSPS Fellowship, Indo-Purdue Fellowship, Takeda Fellowship, Postdoctoral EPSRC Fellowship, Marie Curie Fellowship are a few to mention. Rutherford Foundation UK granted a small grant for studying the vulnerable electric rays in the east coast of India for the climate change tender. Scientists from Center for Remote Sensing and Geoinformatics had received international award from International Center for Theoretical Physics for the contribution on laser remote sensing. Center for Drug and Discovery and Development, in association with the INSTEM, a autonomous institute of Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, and a School of Biological Sciences, Nanyang Technology University, have developed a translational immunology research laboratory to test and develop newer molecules and potential viruses using the virus-like particles platform. Also recently, the Drug Development Center were successfully awarded a ICMR COVID-19 task force project to study the role of mutations in SARS coronavirus proteins in their structural and functional aspects to understand the disease progression, severity, and vaccine efficacy. The institution earns laurels due to the committed and dedicated contribution of its faculties. Every year, faculty members are appreciated with the cash awards for research publication in high-impact journals. This year, 200 faculty members are selected for the award, and they will be felicitated with the cash prize and certificate appreciation on the Teachers' Day. Towards students' progression, students at Sathyabama are provided with opportunities to perform, compete, and excel. 4 teams from CSC got selected for Smart India Hackathon Grand Finale 2022. Few faculty and students have availed KA 107 Erasmus Plus Student Mobility and Faculty Mobility Project, which was totally funded by European Union. Towards placement, our students have been placed in top national and multinational companies. We are maintaining our high and consistent placement statistics over the year. 463 companies visited our campus in 21-22, and 94.26 students have secured job offers through our campus recruitment program with the average package of 4.75 lakhs per annum. The highest package this year is 31 lakhs per annum. Companies including Amazon, Cisco, Siemens, Cognizant, Capgemini, Ernst & Young, TCS, Godrej, Silicon Labs, Bank of America, JSW Steels are among the prominent recruiters of this list. Towards higher studies and scholarship, totally 833 students enrolled for higher studies in foreign universities for this academic year 21-22. Students have acquired Tata Fellowship and Pragati Scholarship from various agencies. The Center for Skill Development has conducted 30 programs on various skill development studies. Nearly 4,000 students were benefited from the skill development programs. Our institution, in collaboration with the Anbu Foundation, provided 100% scholarship to 500 meritorious students coming from economically weaker section of the society. To conclude, with the pleasure of delivering the Convocation report, let me once again take the opportunity to express my heartiest congratulations to the stars of this Convocation function, the graduates who are receiving their degree today. I congratulate the proud parents for graduating who have selflessly contributed to the development of their children. I also congratulate the faculty members who were behind the success of the students. I especially congratulate all the gold medalists for your achievement. You are progressing to the next stage of your life. An exciting and challenging future awaits you. I hope the university education has taught you all how to convert the challenges into opportunities and has equipped you all with the 21st century skill sets, including creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, communication, and leadership. As you advance your careers, always strive for excellence and never compromise your personality. And my best wishes to all the graduates for a successful future. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for reciting the report. Now, the powerhouse of our Sathyabama institution, our beloved Chancellor, Dr. Maria Zina Johnson, has undoubtedly proven her mettle in the field of higher education. She has gracefully carried over the legacy of our founder Chancellor, Colonel Dr. J.P.R. Sir, and brought it to golden standards. And yes, we are immensely proud to hold a position amongst the top 50 institutions of India in the NIRF rankings for the 7th consecutive year, along with many such prestigious rankings under the able guidance of our Chancellor. She views things through a profoundly different prism, rising to every occasion and certainly being a game changer with her radical ideas. With her infectious smile and warm personality, she is obsessed with the welfare of our students and workforce. Our Chancellor is driven and relentless in making a better society with her out-of-the-box social welfare activities like inclusive education, free education for underprivileged students, acid attack survivors, women empowerment schemes, village adoption, and the list goes on and on and on. With the bravery of spirit and bravery of heart, she is not just changing lives of individuals, but she is changing generations. Words cannot fully express what she truly is, and perhaps I will not try to. So without further ado, may I now request our beloved Chancellor of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Dr. Maria Zina Johnson, to deliver the presidential address.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Secretary, DRDO, Honorable President Dr. Marie Johnson, Vice President Mr. Arul Selvan, Ms. Maria Catherine, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, the eminent recipients of the honorary doctorates, Dr. V. Balaguru and Thiru Yuvan Shankar Raja, and my elder brother, Dr. Aisari Ganesh, the Chancellor of Wales Group of Institution, and Chancellor Ma'am Ms. Preeta Ganesh, our University Registrar, Controller of Examination, Directors, Deans, Faculties, Special Invitees, officials from various press and media, parents, and my dear graduates of our university. A very good morning to all of you. I am pleased and honored to be with you on this 31st convocation of our university. With great happiness, we welcome our Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, eminent scientist and Chairman DRDO. His dynamic and extraordinary contribution to India's maiden successful test of anti-satellite ASAT missile, Mission Shakti, was successfully executed under his supervision. He is the first Indian in over 100 years to be conferred with a honorary fellowship with the Silver Medal by the Royal Aeronautical Society, London. Sir, we respect your distinction, your ideal of knowledge and experience. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. We are greatly honored. My heartfelt congratulations to the recipients of the honorary doctorate, Dr. V. Balaguru and Thiru Yuvan Shankar Raja. I am thankful to each one of you for your acceptance. Your presence has made this celebration and this convocation ceremony a very memorable one for all of us present here. Thank you so much. I extend my warmest congratulations to all the graduates, gold medalists, and scholars who are going to receive your PhD degrees today under various disciplines. Every one of you has made an impact on this graduation day by sitting here. I stand before you and look back the legacy we have all created together in these 4 years. Graduation and commencement ceremony marks major transitional moment in your life. They celebrate all your hard work you've put in your education and achievement, and look forward to the future. On this significant day of your life, you would be experiencing a certain joy and happiness to see your perseverance, hard work, and commitment, which has been translated into achievements. and your journey towards your future to serve the humanity at large. We wish you all enormous success. At this moment, I would like to quote my father, Founder Chancellor, Colonel Dr. JPR. If your action inspires others, dream more, learn more, you become a leader. Have faith in your dreams and potential. As you enter into your new career, chart your new path, a unique path. Your time is limited. Don't live someone else's life and dream. Always become a best version of yourself every day, unquote. He is always there, blessing all of us from above. I offer my respects and congratulations to all the parents who have supported you throughout your entire journey. This is the day of fulfillment for the parents of many of you. In many cases, your parents have sacrificed their personal happiness and pleasure and make sure you get the best education that leads to better future. This day, therefore, belongs to your parents in equal measure. Take care of them. They are the most precious gift God has given you. My wholehearted appreciation and gratitude to the academic heart of our university, our faculty, our teachers, our non-teaching faculty who have worked hard to impart quality education in shaping your future and giving the definite direction and thinking and approach. More than your degrees, I am sure the knowledge and values you have imbibed here will guide you wherever your destiny takes you. Their exemplary hard work and dedication is the bedrock on which this university is built. The influence of a teacher can never be erased in a lifetime. Always honor your teachers, and teachers are the lamp of our nation. Dear graduates, I have a few thoughts to share with you. If you want to excel, as my dad says, dream more, learn more, you will truly become a leader. Time has come to recapture the past glory of this country through your character, innovation, and services to the society. I call upon each one of you to pledge and make full use of your knowledge for the benefit of our nation. What our country needs now are people who are able to learn, adapt to change, and persuade others to do no. Our country needs people who think critically and to solve problems and to innovate. We need people who build teams, motivate, action, and lead. We need people with passion and compassion, the motivation to succeed and help others to succeed. These skills are more important in a university education. They are the skills that are built the sustainability and well-being of the nation. Life and time are the world's best teachers. Life teaches us the use of time, and time teaches us the value of life. So all of you, reset every day, refocus every day, readjust every day, and restart at many, many times in your life, but never just give up. Whenever a problem arises, face it and finish it. Never forget your friends. Friends are the ones who make you smile brighter, laugh louder, and love better. Spend more time with the people who bring the best in you rather than the stress in you. Continue your education process for the rest of your life. Today a reader, tomorrow is a leader. At this moment, I wish all of you happiness, peace, and good health. With the great wordings of Purachi Talevar Dr. MGR, fear only your conscience, blend honor into yourself. Until you are alive, live your life fully, be courageous, and face your problem. மனதுக்கு மட்டும் பயந்து விடு, மானத்தை உடலில் கலந்து விடு, இருக்கிற வலையில் வாழ்ந்து விடு, இரண்டில் ஒன்று பார்த்து விடு. Stand united for our nation. With my formal speech, I would say this is the batch who was not there in the online education, but you are always in my heart. And all the best to all of you. God bless. Stay united for our country. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Scientific Advisor to Raksha Mantri, is an acclaimed defense scientist of international repute. A visionary leader and institution builder, Dr. Reddy, with his technology leadership over the past 4 decades, has deeply influenced and impacted the design and development of multiple technologies and systems for the defense of this nation. In his career from a system designer to chief of the Defense Research and Development Organization, he has ceaselessly contributed to the cause of indigenous development in the area of defense. In his role as Secretary, Department of Defense R&D, and Chairman, Defense Research and Development Organization, Dr. Reddy spearheaded the development of advanced defense systems and technologies through major programs on missiles and strategic systems, fighter aircrafts and unmanned aerial defense systems, underwater systems, radar systems, strategic materials, armaments, and futuristic technologies. India's maiden successful test of an anti-satellite missile ASAT, Mission Shakti, was successfully executed under his watch. Dr. Reddy diligently drives innovation and cutting-edge research in many areas that include niche technologies. Dr. Reddy has helped foster an ecosystem that encourages free thinking and creativity. He has pioneered the formulation of policies and initiatives to enable participation of startups, MSMEs, and academia in first-of-a-kind technology development and fast-track the transfer of technologies to industry. Dr. Reddy worked tirelessly during the pandemic to develop the required technologies in the fight against COVID-19. Under his guidance, nearly 50 technologies for combating the virus have been developed and about 75 products have been transferred to 100 industries. He demonstrated exemplary courage and leadership during the pandemic, and his non-stop work bears testimony to his never-say-die spirit. It is also an effective mirror for the outstanding humanitarian facet of a scientist. Dr. Reddy's significant contributions in the field of technology development and promotion of scientific pursuit have resulted in his being conferred with honorary degrees of Doctor of Science by many leading universities in the country. His vast scientific and technological contributions have been acknowledged by leading international institutes in the form of honors and awards. He is the first Indian in over 100 years to be conferred with the prestigious honorary fellowship and silver medal by the Royal Aeronautical Society, London. The Royal Aeronautical Society recognized the contributions of Dr. Reddy towards indigenous design, development, and deployment of diversified missile systems, aerospace vehicles, guided weapons, and avionics technology in India. He has received numerous other awards, including the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics Missile Systems Award. He is also the first scientist outside USA to be awarded with this in nearly 4 decades. Other awards conferred to Dr. Satish Reddy include the National Systems Gold Medal, National Design Award, the IEI IEEE Award for Engineering Excellence, and the Homi J. Bhabha Gold Medal. It is an honor to have you in our presence, have your presence with us today, sir. May I now request our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Maria Zina Johnson, to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest, Thiru Dr. G. Satish Reddy, on this wonderful occasion of the 31st Convocation of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. May we have a huge round of applause for the dignitaries. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I would now like to invite Dr. G. Satish Reddy, Scientific Advisor to Raksha Mantri, former Secretary, Department of Defense R&D, and Chairman, DRDO, to deliver the convocation address.
Good morning. Vanakkam. At the outset, let me pay rich tributes to the founder, Chancellor, Colonel Dr. Japia, who has started this institute in the year 1988. Now the university is going through the 31st convocation. People have taken the foundation laid by Dr. JPR, the great leader. The Chancellor, Dr. Maria Gina Johnson, the President, Dr. Mary Johnson, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sathyabama, the Pro-Vice Chancellors, the Vice Presidents, the two eminent personalities who are receiving the honoris causa from this university, Dr. Balaguru, Sri Yuvan Shankar Raja, other dignitaries who are present on the dais, the registrar and others. Then the director of very important laboratory which is located here in Chennai, the Combat Vehicles Research Development Establishment, Dr. Balamurugan, and also the Vice Chancellor of Pell University, who is present here, where I also had the opportunity to go to that Pell University, and all other guests who are present, the faculty members, the deans, and most importantly, you, the students who are graduating from this institute, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, and other friends from media and others. Once again, very good morning to all of you. At the outset, let me thank the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor for inviting me to be part of this convocation today, which is the 31st convocation, which I consider it as my privilege. I've been hearing about Sathyabama University, which is renowned for its quality of education, discipline, and many other things. But having come here today, having seen the campus, which is spread over about 150 acres and beautifully maintained, excellent infrastructure, facilities, and whatnot, many things. When you look at this, you get inspired to be here and inspired to come to this university again and again. And I was telling the Chancellor that I will come again to this university and spend some time with you people and talking to you the way how you need to take forward this university. Congratulations to the Chancellor, President, and Vice Chancellor for having such a great facility and taking this university to greater heights. I've heard that from the Vice Chancellor's speech now. The university is ranked 43rd by NIRF in the country today. It is the 43rd university as ranked by the NIRF. And also it is graded as by the NAC as grade A. And also I find that there are more than about 14,000 students here across all the various departments, with about more than 5,000 students staying in the campus and also publishing thousands of papers in various journals and conferences. I also heard that the IPRs which are being filed are more than 500 and 100 have been granted already IPRs to this university. Looking at the research projects, there are many departments, research organizations in the country who are working with this university. Let it be Indian Space Research Organization, ICMR, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Earth Sciences, DRDO, and many other institutes are working with this university on various research projects. Great to know about all these things, that the university is doing well and progressing well and also improving its rankings day by day to see that the university goes to greater heights. I'm also very happy that today two eminent personalities are being given honoris causa. One, of course, is my own colleague, Dr. Balaguru, who hails from this laboratory in Chennai, CVRDE. You all must be knowing the India's main battle tank, Arjun, which is developed here in Chennai in CVRDE. He is the one who played a major role in that Arjun tank development here in this country, which is there with Indian Army now. You must be knowing, about a year plus back, our Honorable Prime Minister came to Chennai here and he dedicated this Arjun Mark 1A tank to the Chief of Army Staff, Indian Army in Chennai. And that tank is developed here by the CVRD and being produced in the ordnance factory here in Chennai. Now this man is working on a very most modern tank, lightweight tank, which can be used in the higher altitudes and many other places. And I am extremely happy such a man is honored by this university today with honoris causa. In fact, I heard last year also one of our important scientists who works on Agni program, he was also given the honoris causa. That shows the university what is the love, regard, respect what they have got to the scientists of the country. Thank you very much, madam. I also congratulate the university for giving the honoris causa to one of the eminent personalities here in the state of Tamil Nadu, Yuvan Shankar Raja. You can see the popularity whenever the name of him comes, how you are all responding back. He is known, his father is known, well known in the country, and I am sure that the young man will come up in a great way and becoming a personality taller than his own father. My best wishes to you. Friends, the country is going through a tremendous change now. Lots of activities are happening. Country is becoming self-reliant. Country is becoming Atmanirbhar now. With the call given by the Honorable Prime Minister of Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and Make for the World, things have changed in the country a lot today. Yesterday, there was a great event. All of you must have observed, seen in the videos, seen in the TV channels, seen in the newspapers. Honorable Prime Minister came to Cochin. The first indigenously built aircraft carrier has been commissioned and dedicated to the nation. A great ship. A ship which is weighing about 50,000 tons and first time built in the country. There are only very few nations in the world who have built it. There are about 5 nations who have developed such an aircraft carrier, and India completely indigenously designed, developed and manufactured here in the country. And the indigenous content in that aircraft carrier is very high. It was a proud moment for the nation yesterday, having such aircraft carrier commissioned by the Honorable Prime Minister. He all the way came from Delhi, and many people, right from Raksha Mantri, National Security Advisor, many other cabinet ministers, many other important people came. That shows the capability of this country that we can do great things in the country here. If you look at 2016, the number of startups in the country were just few hundreds, maybe around 470 or so. Today in 2022, the number of startups which are registered with the Government of India, DPIIT, are more than 72,000 startups. More than 72,000 startups. And majority of the startups are 80 to 90% of the startups are by youngsters like you who are just coming out of the colleges or their institutions. So there is a transformation happening in the country in the mindset of the youngsters. The youngsters, if you look at about 10, 15 years back, or even 10 years back, majority of the students who were coming from our IITs, Indian Institute of Technologies, more than 75% people were going abroad. Whereas today, More than 75% of the IIT students are staying back here in the country. They are working for India. They are working in Indian companies. They are establishing industry startups here. That is the change what you are seeing. 5 to 10 years back, most of the students, independent of the discipline what they were working, whether it is mechanical, electronics, IT, information technology, whatnot, whatever departments, more than 75% of the students were going to information communication technology area. Whereas today, the youngsters are working in all areas possible. There are many people who are working in multiple areas. The youngsters who are about 20 to 23 years old, they are working on engines. They are working on propulsion technologies. There is a young boy from here, from Coimbatore. He is working on propulsion technologies which are required for the interplanetary motions. They are working on green propulsion for the space technologies. There is a youngster in Hyderabad who is working on high temperature composite materials, working on material technologies which can actually be used in ballistic missiles. There are people who are working on drones, swarm drones. I heard just now from the Vice Chancellor here. India has become a major hub for drones today. Recently, Honorable Prime Minister came and inaugurated a seminar on drones. There are more than 100 startups who have established and who have shown their technologies in the swarm drones and swarm drones. Many things. If you look at today, India is one of the first countries which has developed the anti-drone technology. Drones have become a problem also. Drones are being used for multiple utilities, but they have also become a security threat. Those drones, to counter them, the technologies which are developed, India is one of the first country which has developed those technologies. Again by youngsters, very young people. In fact, in DRDO, on the directions of Honorable Prime Minister, there are 5 young scientist labs have been created. There are laboratories like what you are seeing in CVRDE. Those laboratories have all youngsters who are below 35 years old. No one is above 35 years old. There are such laboratories, 5 laboratories. They have the equal powers like any other director. And they are the people who are working on these drones, anti-drones, multiple technologies what the world has not seen. Another young scientist laboratory is working on quantum technologies. India is one of the first country to establish a quantum communication between 2 cities of 100 kilometers. One of the most modern technology. It has been established in Uttar Pradesh between 2 cities having 100 kilometers. Again done by the youngsters. So there is a lot of change happening in the country. The transformation is happening. Lots of new technologies are coming. It is not like earlier days where the advanced nations develop some technologies and then we come to know about it. We develop it after 10 years or 15 years. Now we are developing on par with them, or we are trying to develop as the first country in the most modern technologies. Talk about high energies, talk about space technologies, talk about oceanographic technologies, talk about material technologies, talk about armaments today. Friends, there is another great movement happened on the 15th of August this year. After 75 years of independence, the gun which was fired in the Independence Day at the Red Fort was an indigenously made gun, ATAX, a gun which is a 155mm artillery gun which is made here in the country. Do you know this gun in the 155mm artillery gun class is the world's longest range. No other country has got a gun which has a range of this gun. That gun was fired on 15th August at Red Fort. So you see the technologies which are coming. Great technologies are coming in the country. That is with the inspiration provided in the country by the leadership and the way the people are responding here. The youngsters are responding. The universities are responding. Every university has got a startup now, the incubation center now. They are encouraging the people. I just heard from the Chancellor now, not only you have an incubation center here, you are also supporting those startups and industries which are in the incubation center. That is what is very, very essential today. Every student who is coming out of the institute today, he cannot establish an industry. You require a lot of funding, lot of support, lot of thought processes, whether I will be successful in life, what happens if I start an industry. These are all the worries what you will have in the mind. But if you have an incubation center, all that is provided in the incubation center. You have to just work there. See, come out with your technology. And if the technology is successful, you are a successful man, you are growing. And that is what is required today. And the government of India is supporting these incubation centers, these startups, these industries in a big way today. There are many schemes. In the Department of Defense Production, there is a scheme called IDEX to promote innovations. And that funds the innovations in a big way. It is funding now few crore rupees to each startup to come out with innovations. They are actually conducting a lot of marathons, contests. See, there are like Meher Baba contest for the drones was there. Similarly, on various areas they conduct. And then the people who are found good, they are actually funded by the IDEX scheme. In the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, there is a scheme called Technology Development Funding. Anyone comes out with a good idea, good design, and the design is found useful. To make the design a reality, funding is provided by this scheme. It was being funded as, for each industry, 10 crore rupees. Even the incubation centers can join in that. It can be funded through incubation centers. Now that funding, seeing the success of the research happening in the industries, the Honorable Raksha Mantri Sri Rajnath Singh Ji has enhanced it to 50 crore rupees now. Every industry to technology development funding can be funded 50 crore rupees, and if there is 100% whatever you want, in that 90% is funded through this scheme. 90%. So the friends, you have incubation center, you have the facilities, and there is a funding which is happening, and if it is successful, and this product is taken by our armed forces, you don't have to worry about marketing also. Because the product what is coming, our armed forces will directly buy from you. So this is the type of arrangements what have come up. So encouraging the startups, encouraging the industry in a big way. The defense sector is open to the private sector in a big way now. The missiles are being manufactured by the private industry. The bombs are being manufactured by the private industry. There are a lot of contribution by the private industries in submarines, air-independent propulsions. So many things. A lot of activities happening in the space domain. So that is what is the changing environment happening. So what is looked by the government today? You people come out, take the funding, take the support of the government, take the support of the lead professors, take the support of the incubation centers in the universities, come out with the new technologies. That new technology should be in such a way, world should look towards India. India should be supplying to the world all these technologies and products. We have been great importers till the other day. Now we should become a great exporters. India should be shining. India should be coming with the great technologies. India should become a manufacturing hub for all these technologies. And our products should be seen everywhere in the world. And that is the thing which makes this country very prosperous and very proud. That is the call what has been given by the Honorable Prime Minister as make for the world. Not for just make in India, not just Atmanirbhar Bharat. Keep crossing this limit and make it for the world, and all the products should be going. So friends who are passing out today from Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, look for these opportunities. There are lots of opportunities today. Work towards these streams, or otherwise work on research projects in the universities itself. Today, DRDO has funded the universities worth 1,200 crore rupees. There are 3,000 research associates who are youngsters like you who are working on these projects today. There are 10 centers of excellence, 5 more centers of excellence coming. In all these academic institutes, most advanced technologies, futuristic technologies, the technologies which are required after 5 years, technologies which are required after 10 years are being developed by this place here. Look at the Delhi IIT. It has come out with a bulletproof jacket which a soldier wears. That bulletproof jacket is coming out as one of the world's lightest bulletproof jacket. Developed in an academic institute by a professor and a couple of students working with him. Join this type of an endeavor. So you can work in the university, take the projects, work on technologies like this, become a research associate, develop yourself and grow yourself and make the nation proud and stronger. Friends, one thing, it is always a nation becomes stronger when the individual becomes stronger. Each one of you are going out should have a clear vision, clear focus, clear goal. Work towards that goal. And that goal you make it a reality. That is what Dr. Kalam has said. Dream, dream, dream. Dream that I develop a great product. Dream that I become a great engineer. Dream that I become a great doctor. And work for that. Relentlessly. Continuously work for it. Do hard work. Sincerity. And you become a great person. And the nation thereby becomes great. So excel yourself. Every individual should excel. Every individual should come with innovation. And that is how you will be recognized and the nation becomes recognized and nation becomes great. So all the people who are coming out of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, I expect you to be working for the nation with your own innovations, with your own great achievements, with your own dedication. And you should become a great personality. At least few of them, when you become great personalities, that is the day the university will be very happy. My student has achieved something. Today you are working out today with your own certificates with happiness. But the university will be happy when you become a successful person. And the nation also becomes very happy with your success. So individual success is the success of the nation. Work towards that. My best wishes to you. All the best. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for that encouraging, enlightening, and inspiring speech. May I now request Dr. S.S. Rao, Registrar, to take over the proceedings of the honorary doctorates.
Respected Chancellor, Madam, Chief Guest. Now the presentation of honoris causa with your permission. Before we proceed further, now may I request our Vice President, Madam, to present the citation on Dr. V. Balaguru, sir. Vice President, Madam.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Science unfolds the secrets of nature to those who use technology meticulously. These words are apt to V. Balaguru work as project director, Arjun at DRDO, and also an outstanding scientist of our nation. Dr. V. Balaguru is a mechanical graduate from Anna University of batch 1985. He was instrumental in designing an integrated improved chassis and turret mechanical system of Arjun MBT Mark 1A prototype and record an integrated improved chassis and turret mechanical system time and later was elevated as trial team leader, which he effectively led and obtained total acceptance of Arjun Mk1A from Indian Army that led a recent indent for a production of 118 Arjun Mk1A tanks at Avadi. Dr. V. Balaguru has re-engineered and pioneered the chassis mechanical systems without major modifications, but with value-added improvement towards the concept of design of maintainability and design of reliability in Arjun MBT. He achieved stringent user trials, accelerated usage-cum-reliability trials, comparative trials, third country evaluation trials of Arjun MBT MK1 and Arjun MBT MK1A trials in Arjunist terrain at elevated ambient conditions. His contribution in the design and development of Arjun MBT MK1 is valuable and also paved the way for his placement of intent for 124 Arjun main battle tanks by Army. Other significant responsibility was handled by him diligently is the design and development of light tank. He has extended transfer of technology and all stakeholders for successful realization of Arjun MBT Mk1. He immensely contributed in design of 5 major and 25 minor improved subsystems of Arjun MBT Mk1A. Dr. V. Balaguru is the recipient of many prestigious awards for his dedication and technical expertise. Some of them include National Technology Award in 2006, DRDO Laboratory Scientist Award in 2007 in recognition of his scientific contributions in the development of defense systems, Technology Group Award for Team Leader in recognition for his contribution in the development of scientific technology relevance to defense, DRDO Award for Performance Excellence in 2008 for contributions in production and quality assurance through multi-level disciplinary technological interactions with production agencies, and the DRDO Scientist of the Year Award in 2013 in recognition of scientific contributions in realization of armored fighting vehicle from the former Honorable Defense Minister. Dr. V. Balaguru's volume and variety of works carried out in the field of combat technologies resulted in filling patents and numerous publications in reputed journals and conferences. He was honored with his technical excellence at the times of Azad Ki Amrit Mahotsav, has an unpretentious appreciation by our institution. Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, deemed to be in university, is humble in appreciating Dr. V. Balaguru contribution to our nation and is honored to confer upon the Doctor of Science honoris causa. Thank you.
Dr. V. Balaguru, sir, by virtue of your contribution as a project director at Arjun at DRDO and your contribution to the society, the Board of Management of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology has unanimously decided to confer honoris degree of honoris causa Doctor of Science on you, sir. Your acceptance, please, sir.
I, Dr. V. Balaguru, hereby accept the above honorary degree conferred on me by Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, deemed to be University, Chennai.
Now may I request our Chancellor, Madam, to confer honorary degree of Doctor of Science upon Dr. V. Balaguru, our Chancellor, ma'am. A big round of applause. Dr. V. Balaguru, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now may I request our Vice President, Madam, to present the citation on Thiru Yuvan Shankar Raja.
Music is the universal language of mankind. This is always true in the case of this exemplary and a very truly inspiring artist, Mr. Yuvan Shankar Raja. He is considered a versatile music composer, singer, and an amazing performer who has set new threshold levels of excellence through his music. He was born on 31st August 1979 in Theni of Tamil Nadu as the youngest son of our music maestro, Thiru Ilayaraja. In an exceptionally brief time frame, he exhibited his music talent and won the hearts of millions of music lovers across the country and around the world. He has composed music for more than 100 films within a span of 2.5 decades in different dialects. The pride of Tamil film music fraternity started his music director debut at the age of 16. He made his leap forward with his album Thulvudo Ilamai in the year 2001 and established himself as one of Tamil cinema's most sought-after composers during the mid-2000s. An award is the highest mark of recognition given in honor of an achievement. In accordance to this, Mr. Yuvan Shankar Raja has received enormous number of awards, starting from the most prestigious Cyprus International Film Festival Award to Filmfare Special Award. Few to mention are South Indian International Movie Awards, Tamil Nadu State Film Awards, Ananda Vigadan Cinema Awards, Swarna Saranan Excellence in Music Award, Jayam Charitable Trust Film Awards, Spellbound Best Music Director Award, and Big Tamil Melody Award for the most popular composer. Undoubtedly, his music at every genre is a true bliss to his fans. Mr. Yuvan Shankar Raja has always been a trendsetter. He is generally known to have brought his hip-hop and Western music culture into the Tamil setting through merging Indian traditional music and Western music in a perfect match for his score. While also creating a splendid product of song remixes, he's the very first person to compose a remix in a Tamil film. His song Rowdy Baby has broke the internet with 1.3 billion views around the world, topping trending charts for a long time. His music has always expressed millions of emotions. The deepness in his voice easily connects people, leading his legacy to next levels. In recognition of his tremendous work to the music industry, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, deemed to be university, is immensely proud and feels humble to confer upon you the degree of Doctorate of Literature honoris causa. Thank you.
Yuvan Shankar Raja, sir, by virtue of your contribution as a music composer and singer to the Indian film industry, the Board of Management of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology has unanimously decided to confer honorary degree of Doctor of Literature honoris causa. Your acceptance, sir.
I, Yuvan Shankar Raja, hereby accept the above honorary degree conferred on me by Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, deemed to be University, Chennai.
Thank you, sir. Now may I request the Chancellor, Madam, to confer the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, Doctor of Literature upon Thiru Yuvan Shankar Raja.
உலகமெல்லாம் உனதல்லவா, உன் இதயம் மட்டும் எனதல்லவா. தூரத்தினால் பிரிந்திருந்தும் நினைவினில் சேர்ந்திருப்போம். தனிமையினை துரத்தி விட்டு இனிமையின் தாழ்த்திருப்போம். சிரிக்கின்ற போதிலும் நீ அழுகின்ற போதிலும் வழி துணை போலவே நான் இசையுடன் தோன்றுவேன். I'll be there for you. 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 Hey, நட்சத்திரத்தில் பூ பறிப்போம்.
Thank you, sir, and thank you to all the dignitaries. I now request Dr. B. Sheelarani, Director Research, to announce the Colonel Dr. JPR Research Award recipient.
Board of Research of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology hereby declares the award of PhD degree for 153 candidates for the academic year 2021-2022. Out of this 153 candidates, the recipient of the Colonel Dr. JPR Best Thesis Award is for Dr. S. Ajit Kumar from Faculty of Science from Department of Chemistry. This award is given based on his contribution towards publications, which has a cumulative impact factor of 22.385 in Science Citation Indexed Journal, and also based on the impact of his research, impact of his contribution of research to the society, and also the recommendations that is being given by the Indian and foreign examiners. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now I hand over the proceedings to our Vice President of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Mr. Arul Selvan. Thank you.
Good morning. I would like to call upon the doctorate candidates. Ravi Kumar, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Ramakrishna, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Gokula Krishna, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Reshma, Faculty of Electronics and Engineering. Shendil Kumar, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Anand Rajesuraj, Faculty of Science. Vinod Kumar, Faculty of Chemical Engineering. Nivin Joy, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Bala Murugan, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Preetha Ganesh, Faculty of Management. I invite Chancellor of Wales University to come to the dais. Rifona, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Taha, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Shwatikesh, Faculty of Science. Padmanabhan, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Nirmala, Faculty of Civil Engineering. Velavan, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Nirmala, Faculty of Science. Purushottaman, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Abhirami, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Vidya, Faculty of Computer Science Engineering. Bharat Vaja, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Sanjeevi Prasad, Faculty of Science. Raju, Faculty of Science. Thomas George, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Shiba Sandosh, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Sudha, Faculty of Computer Science Engineering. Arul, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Saravanan, Faculty of Science. Bharati, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Bhargav, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Preeti, Faculty of Management. Anita Daniel, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Sri Ladhav, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Shivaraman, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Siva, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Prabhu, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Emmanuel Rajkumar, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Kavita, Faculty of Management. Maglin Leo, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Vincent, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Jovan Felix, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Parameshwari, Faculty of Science. Arul Kumar, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Manoj Kumar, Faculty of Civil Engineering. Ashwin Sheshadri, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Murugesan, Faculty of Civil Engineering. Ebin Harrison, Faculty of Architecture. Kavita, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Shraddha Rahul, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Madan, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Barnabas Paul Glady, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Shai Krishna, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Satish Kumar, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Savita, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Arul Maximus, Faculty of Bioengineering. Senthil Murugan, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Balaji, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Manoj Kumar, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Reena Gabriel, Faculty of Management. Shilpa, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Dilip Kumar, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Karunya, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Veeramuthu, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Tamil Selvi, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Ravi, Faculty of Chemical Engineering. Muhammad Suhail, Faculty of Science. Krishna Prashanna, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Gokilavani, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Pari Vendan, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Ando Praveena, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Senthil Kumar, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Priyanka, Faculty of Science. Sriram, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Lakshmi, Faculty of Science. Kumgolali, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Sasikumar, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Manigundan, Faculty of Science. Sandy Mary Anthony, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Mary Delcy, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Ramya G. Franklin, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Leslie Joe, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Ramesh Babu, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Sudhira, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Aravind, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Supriya, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Rajnikant, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Murugan, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Vijayan, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Adeline Sneha, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Franklin Tamil Selvi, Faculty of Science. Ustilno Mary, Faculty of Electronic Engineering. Ruman Shia, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Valento, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Premalada, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Anshad, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Rupini, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Bhavana Raghunath, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Vishnu Priya, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Rosalind Jennifer, Faculty of Bioengineering. Selvi, Faculty of Management. Priyadarshini, Faculty of Science. Suganya, Faculty of Science. Purushothaman, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Lily Grace, Faculty of Architecture. Jayakumar, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Anjali Mary, Faculty of Science. Prasanna Jayanti, Faculty of Science. Chandra Shekhar, Faculty of Science. Parthasarathi, Faculty of Science. Anbamani, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Ravi, yes, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Dhanalakshmi, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Deena, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Meena Devi, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Anand, Faculty of Science. Gopi Krishna, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Priya, Faculty of Electronics Engineering. Aishwarya, Faculty of Management. Marudachalam, Faculty of Science. Kavishri, Faculty of Civil Engineering. Sai Indra Sena Reddy, SEP, Faculty of Civil Engineering. Ratika Vikash, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Pushpalada, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Rakesh Kumar, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. Raghavi, Faculty of Management. Shashikala, Faculty of Electrical Engineering. Maniraj, Faculty of Computer Science and Engineering. Nagarjuna, Electrical Engineering. Vincent, Computer Science and Engineering. I wish all the doctorate candidates all the very best. Thank you.
Gold medalists: Nisha Jayashri, Bachelor of Dental Surgery. Kotla Lakshmi Shravani, Bachelor of Engineering. Pavitra Priya, Bachelor of Technology. Gaurav Kumar Mishra, Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Aarti, Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. Meena, Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. Lakhu Dharma Teja, Mechanical Engineering. Aman Dinodia, Mechatronics. Karthik, Automobile Engineering. Neerja Madam, Aeronautical Engineering. Janahan, Civil Engineering. Karuna K. Pranavi, Architecture. Biotechnology. Nishita Biomedical Engineering. Rashika Chemical Engineering. Kavi Lakshmi Visual Communication. Niranjana Computer Science. Subramanian, Bachelor of Commerce. Sneha, Financial Accounting. Madhumita Tamil Selvan, Bachelor of Business Administration. Gracie, Master of Business Administration. Monisha Martin, Building Management. Ovia, Sustainable Architecture. Congratulations to all the gold medalists. Wishing you all the very best. Mr. J. Raja, Computer Engineering, PhD. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you to all the dignitaries. I now request our Honorable Chief Guest of the Day to administer the oath. I request all the new graduates to rise to take the oath. I request all the new graduates to stay risen to take the oath, and I request our Honorable Chief Guest of the Day to administer the oath.
This is the oath of the 31st Convocation on 3rd September 2022 of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. I'll read the oath, you all follow it. We shall, in thought, word and deed, ever endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties in our profession and shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession and the honor of our university. We shall uphold and advance social order and the well-being of our fellow members and shall devote all our energy to promote unity, integrity, and the secular ideal of our nation, country. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request the gathering to stay risen for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता